Back in the late 90s, when computer was still uncommon in India and most of the remaining world, people maintained their data on paper books, which was difficult to store and maintain. You may still find a glimpses of those paper books if you visit a government office. Excel provided a revolutionary solution for it, and it is still one of the most popular tools used across industries. Let's understand some of the basic terminology used for Excel that we will use often in this entire course and in future as well. Workbook is similar to a textbook, which was collection of pages. Our workbook here instead is a collection of worksheets, and it is a little more lively and interactive. This right here at the top is the name of our workbook. And at the moment, we only have one sheet in this workbook, which is sheet 1. Let's give our workbook a name so that we can recognize it and use it in our future as well. For that, we will click File, followed by clicking Save. We can save this workbook on OneDrive or on our local computer. Let's save this one on our personal device. For that, we will give a location where we can save it. And after that, we will have to give it a name. And bam, our first workbook is ready. If we close our workbook, we can go to that location and open it, or we can go to Open and we will find it in Recent tabs. Worksheet is where all of our magic happens. We can go ahead and enter data, perform calculations, create charts, and much more. We can change the name of our worksheet as well. We can add more worksheets, or we can delete them as well. Here at the top, we have Quick Access Toolbar. This is referred to as ribbon, and at the bottom, we have Status Bar. I have made a separate video on all of these because they are important and we should know how to use them. Next, we have Formula Bar. This is where we write our formulas. For example, here we can write 2 plus 2, and well, nothing happened. That's because Excel expects us to add an equal to sign whenever we want to compute a formula. If we do not add that, Excel simply thinks we are writing some text in the cell. Cell is the most fundamental building block of Excel. Our Excel sheet is built with a combination of millions of cells. On the left hand side of the worksheet, we have the rows. And if we click on a particular row, the entire row gets selected. Here when I clicked on it, it selected the 8th row. On the top, we have our columns. And if we click on a column, the entire column gets selected. Here we selected the column D. Similar to our home, every cell in Excel has an address. If you click on a particular cell, you will see the address in this section. If you look closely, this cell is in the 5th row and the column D, and both of them are also highlighted. On the right hand side, we have the scroll bar using which we can scroll our rows up and down. And we have a scroll bar on the bottom as well, using which we can scroll our columns. Now that we understand the basic layout, let's understand Quick Access Toolbar, ribbon, and status bar in detail.